Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and welcome to another pack opening video. This time we're going to be opening all these Alchemy packs. I got these from one of the Alchemy bundles, and then we have a ton of these packs. Got them from all the drafts we did, but this was also like the set mastery. There were also 5 of these from the Alchemy bundle. Month-end rewards. Yeah, we'll just kind of reminisce about our drafting of this set, have some fun with some of the cards. I'm going to look at these first. A lot of these cards are going to be fairly unfamiliar to me.
Play a game of hide and seek.
Cool. Mythic right on the first pack. Choose a creature in your hand. It perpetually gains +1/+1 and costs 1 less to cast. Alright. Draft a card from his spellbook and put it onto the battlefield. So you get that. So basically a reasonable-ish creature. Or Garrick's Uprising. I wonder if this gets used in Alchemy or not. I really have no clue. I really don't really play Alchemy. But if I ever decide to, you know, it might be nice to collect some of these cards. And even just these pack bundles where you get 20 packs for the cost of 15 packs. It's kind of nice because you'll still get like several trips around these wild card wheels. Oh, I am familiar with this one. This one is... my card seems a bit silly. It was my first Kindred Denial. See a card with the same mana value. Okay. Interesting. And then the commons are from Crimson Vow down there. Key to the Archive. Yeah, I think I want more of those, because then you get, yeah, all this stuff. It's just all, like, removal. Or even though the win condition approach the Second Sons for control decks in Alchemy. There's not a ton of different rares and mythics and stuff in these Alchemy set. Well, this one there is, but there's not a ton of them, so duplication or getting multiples is not always the most difficult thing. Rare wild card. I'll definitely take that. Kami of the Bamboo Groves. I don't know what this does. Put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Alright. And channel it. Conjure 2 forests into your hand. Alright. And the commons are going to be from the Neon Dynasty set. Imperial Blade Master. Double Strike. Oh, I like the art on that with like the blades like all circling the thing. Tax alone, draft a card from the spellbook, which is, I'm just guessing, going to be samurai related stuff. Yep. Alright. Not going to spend too much time reading the cards in these packs just because. Put a random shrine card from among the top 7 cards of your library into your hand perpetually. Okay. Just because we have a ton of packs, and I'm going to open these one at a time just to kind of like savor it. See the. I like seeing the uncommons we get, the commons when we get the wild cards. Oops, I meant to go to the whatever. Oh, what is this? Oh, the Lapis Orb of Dragon. Why did that have to be hidden? It's an uncommon. My first Storm King. It is actually my first Storm King's Thunder. We saw this card go by in drafts, but there was always something important to pick. And that card is not important to pick in draft. Alright, Streets of New Capenna. Let's get these Alchemy packs. Herald of Vengeance. I think I had 20 of these before from the Streets of New Capenna Alchemy bundle. Agent of Rafine, alright. Pass the Torch. That's a pretty decent card. They had an Alchemy event as part of Midweek Magic a couple weeks ago, and I was using like a mono red deck there. Graven Archfiend. And Bank Job. Kind of like getting the uncommon wildcards here just because there's not a ton of different uncommons. Alright, so Alchemy, Baldur's Gate. Why? Why did that need to be turned over? Sunni's Intervention. Oh, and here's our first joke card here. You're confronted by... No, I'm not confronted by robbers. You're confronted by robbers. I had fun with this set overall. It is not my favorite, but I didn't absolutely hate it like some of the other draft sets. Actually, I had a lot of fun. Maybe part of it was the music, the background music that was there. I really like the background music, which we can... Yeah, I love this music. Set was pretty fun to play and draft. I would say, and I might be in the minority of this, I know blue was like really not good, and it still wasn't even good, super great after the rebalances, but I know the rebalances slowed down the format quite a bit. Underseller Myconid, I think, became one of the top commons, especially though it was a top green common. I think it was good before the rebalances. I don't know if if it was so much the rebalances and nerfing like two of the white cards ended up costing like an extra mana. One in its ability, being the what is it? The unicorn. The unicorn's ability cost 5 to activate instead of 4. Clement, very good rare to open. We did get Clement a couple of times. Or if it was the Hippogriff that went that cost 2 mana for the indestructible trick instead of 1. I don't know if it was just those two changes that made white that much worse. Like, it got worse, but it's only 2 cards. And it felt the format like really kind of slowed down in that. By the way, we have Lulu here, or as I like to call her, Lulu. Oh, and we had the gate to tumble down. We had to tumble down to tumble down. As my first Bronze Walrus, I never drafted that card. Okay. Meanwhile, I drafted like 1 billion Dragon's Fires, and I feel like half the times when we were playing red, we ended up getting that card too. Very nice card. Basilisk Collar, also very nice. The format was very aggressive before the rebalancing. Ambergris, great card. Cast Down, great. Vampire Spawn, great. But I don't know. I enjoyed the format. I enjoyed the format more before it was rebalanced than as opposed to after the rebalances. But like I said, I might be in the minority on that. But yeah, that's all I got there. What else do we have? Oh, the double team. Prepare for trouble and make it double. You come to a river. No, I don't come to a river. You come to the river. The Evokers, conjuring lightning bolts. There was some cool things going on with some of the cards in this set. I will say, I like some of the perpetual effects. I like some of the digital-only stuff that was going on in this. Maybe not so much the Specialize. There's a crappy rare that we didn't get to draft a full set of before opening packs. Mazzy. Mazzy Snazzy. Rasad Alundo this year. Saw that card quite a bit in draft. Again, I wasn't grabbing... I feel like I drafted a lot less rares. I don't know how to pronounce this card. I'm just going to call it Ugutath's Fury. That is 100% probably not how that's pronounced, but that's just a very weird word. So I just make up whatever I want. I had a lot of fun with some of these cards. Sometimes it could get a little frustrating as you get crushed by some of the, you know, near unbeatable rares, like this one. That art on the blue one is so weird. How come only... I know with like the rare specialized cards, they changed the art on them, but this one they didn't, other than the blue one. That's odd. I know the uncommon specialized cards, they didn't change the art, they just kind of like changed the color in the background. But that's what they did for Lazal, except for the blue version. Very, very weird. Oh look, it's the Lindworm. Or the Lindor Worm. Just adding extra letters to it for fun. The Sigil, yeah, that got rebalanced. And then, like, still wasn't... A Baldur's Gate, terrible rare for the draft, but I managed to, like, never get any of them. I should get... I don't think I'm going to get a playset of each of the rares, given... Especially given the wild cards and mythics we're opening. But I think I'm going to be pretty close after this. And again, we're just going to open one pack at a time. Just kind of... I don't hear something on watch. You hear something on watch. Viconia, amazing uncommon. 3 wild cards in one pack. Neat. You know, when I started playing on Arena and I would open some packs, you know, hoping for like a specific card, whether it's like a dual land or something for a deck I wanted, I would actually get a bit bummed out when I opened a wild card and I'm like, oh man, I would rather have this this other dual land or something rather than getting a wild card. And then it kind of dawned on me, I can just use the wild card to get, oh look, it's Baby Lasagna, the Night Witch. I can just use the wild card to get the rare that I wanted anyways. Another Ugutath's Fury. I don't think we got to draft that card. Black Market. This was a card I avoided. I just feel like the life loss was so probably not worth it. Unless you had a lot of lifelink stuff in your deck. Like, I think it could make a nice home in black-white. Sea Tower Imprisonment, that was an amazing uncommon. Conjures a Soldier of the Watch to the battlefield. Another neat rare. Didn't get to use that one. We weren't blue a ton. We were blue a couple times. One of the times we were blue, we had that Gale's Redirection card. Okay, that's got to be my 4th one of those. And Gale's Redirection was kind of insane. Owlbear was good. Young Blue Dragon was decent. It was better after the rebalance. That was one of the rebalances I did really like. Ooh, my first will, Pact Bound Duelist. I think we saw this card, our opponent play this like once or twice. It was insane. It's one of the near unbeatable rares or mythics. Another one is the Hourglass Covenant. We're not going to see that here. Because I did draft a full set of those. Another Basilisk Collar, very nice. Archivist of Ogma. Portable Hole, which I don't think I ever drafted. You Spoony Bard! I just had a lot of references and just fun with some of these cards. Displacer Kitten. Now, why is it some of the cards are showing, like, the rebalance, but, like, this isn't showing rebalancing? This card got rebalanced. I don't know. Another rare wild card. Those are always nice. Grim Bounty, great card. Pilgrim's Eye was pretty decent as well. There's a mythic wild card. Another Owlbear. Humiliation was a great card. I wonder if this can see play in, like, Historic or something. Favorite Enemy. Another nice card. I feel like this was also kind of a really weird set to draft. You're ambushed. No, I'm not ambushed on the road. You're ambushed on the road. Sworn to the Legion. Powerful mythic. We did manage to beat this card at least on 1 or 2 occasions. The Muralist was also a great uncommon. I feel like half the rares in this set were just kind of really weird to have in this set as far as drafting goes. Because they really didn't fit with a lot of stuff in this set. Or they didn't really have synergy, like the Mazzy thing, the Fiend Lash. There were cards from, like, the original Adventures of the Forgotten Realm Commander decks. And then there was cards from the Baldur's Gate that were released in paper in this set, and then we had, like, commons and uncommons from Adventures of the Forgotten Realm, the original one. Yeah, I never drafted a Scouting Cloth. That card was so bad. Navigation Orb. I like when that card got rebalanced. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Nelfashuni, Nelfashni? I'm still probably not pronouncing that right. Whatever. We're having a good time, right? That's what this is about. Jahaira, great card. Another Baby Lasagna. And Rescuer Chwinga. That's a fun card to say. Again, assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly. Who knows? I have a tendency to not pronounce things correctly on this channel, whether by purpose or accident. We still have 98 packs to go. Oh my gosh. Another Lulu. Kaleem. What other rares am I hoping to open? I really don't know. Priest of Ancient Lore, that was a great card. Just a nice ETB. It's the, I know Priest came out in Adventures of the Forgotten Realm before Streets of New Capenna, but it's like the Inspiring Overseer, except it doesn't fly, so it's still insanely good. This is a great uncommon draft. Horn of Valhalla. Cloak of the Bat. Band Together. Sewer Plague, I love that card. I even splashed black for some Sewer Plagues. Like just for that. A couple times. Stick Together. Party, yeah. There's another one of the weird things. There's like a couple cards that like wanted to care about a party. But there was just so little party stuff really going on. Earthquake Dragon, very nice. Why, first I never drafted one of those. We didn't actually draft blue much. So there was that. Ancient Silver. I have 4 of these now. I had 2 of them from there's the unicorn. And the unicorn is still regular unicorn. Here. It didn't cost 5 mana for its ability. I don't know why it wasn't showing. I don't understand. I don't understand how the rebalances work for this particular set in terms of what was rebalanced for draft or what was rebalanced for constructed, or if they were rebalanced for both, or if some of them were for draft. That's my first one of those, I think. Very cool card. That's a card I wanted a bunch of. The Wrathful Red Dragon. Dragons are fun. That's my 4th Tiefling Outcast. I did want to get 4 of those because the Alchemy deck I was using in that Alchemy event, Midweek Magic, used 4 of those. There's the Blessed Hippogriff. Ugutath's Fury. That's got to be the final one of those, I think, we're going to see. Another rebalance card. Yeah, the equip cost went down, and then it was still not played. Ooh, Wilson. Name's a bear Wilson. there were issues with the specialized cards being like super hyper. There's the Guildsworn Prowler. We're on the Prowl. Is this still 2-1 if it's not in the draft? This got nerfed to a 1-1. My most hated change of the draft, because I think the Guildsworn Prowler was really unique in that, you know, it was an aggressive 2-drop that had Death Touch, but you also didn't really want to just block it, even though you could trade any card you had for it. So you'd want to like block it with something where you would still get some little value, like the Shambling Ghast, or like one of the tokens from you're confronted by robbers, or like the token from the Underseller Myconid, something like that, or like a Pilgrim's Eye. So those blocks didn't feel as bad, but I thought it was really unique to where you make choices of, okay, am I just going to let this Prowler keep hitting me, or am I going to bite the bullet and, you know, let my opponent draw a card and make the trade? And there were still times where it was the right play to hold back the Prowler and not necessarily just swing it into stuff, because your opponent had like a Pilgrim's Eye or something where you wouldn't necessarily want to trade your Prowler for that. Mirrorless, great card, just dies and goes tutors for a dragon. That's got to be my 4th Kaleem. I think I'm going to get close to getting all of the full set of all the rares. Snowborn, Simulacra, and nice blue mythic. I don't think I ever saw that at the draft table. That would have been one of the cards to go into blue for. There's another Baldur's Gate. Red Dragon, phenomenal. Yeah, this was another weird thing. Like, the Red Dragon and Black Dragon from Adventures of the Forgotten Realm got put into this set for the draft. But the other cards from that cycle, Blue Dragon, White Dragon, Green Dragon, those didn't make it into the set. Very odd. Another Storm King's thing. A couple mythics there. A couple mythics close by. Another Wrathful Red Dragon, that's good. That's probably like the one card I'd like to get a complete set of out of this. But I haven't. Snazzy Snazzy. But overall, even after the rebalances, I still enjoyed the set, but not quite as much. This rare is insane in draft. If it survives for a turn and you start like killing your opponent's creatures with it, you just run away with the game. Oh, another Alundo. I feel like I've seen that card enough. Jade Orb of Dragonkind, and Quarian Wise Mentor. I wonder, can this be used anywhere else? It seems like the copying adventure spells feels like a really good effect. But I'm not super familiar with all the adventure cards, so I don't know if that's like going to be seeing tons of play. We're getting a rebalance for... Oh yeah, Monster Man. Oh, yeah, this can answer my question of what actually got rebalanced on this. Mill 5 cards, and then return a creature card milled this way to your hand. Activate only as a sorcerer. Oh, they nerfed it? So it could... Oh. So it could only be used as a sorcerer. You're not just popping who knows what into play when your opponent goes to attack. Okay. I couldn't figure out how that got rebalanced. Other evokers. I wonder if those evokers can be used in like alchemy or some sort of constructed environment. Minthara, this card was insane too. This card was also silly. Like, whenever its effect activates and the intensity grows, it just like the card just shakes on the table. Tumble Down to Tumbletown. Robe of the Piece of Crap that we never used. Like I said, there's a lot of weird cards that just weren't really good. That's my first one of those. I don't think I ever saw that card going around the draft table. It was insane. You could specialize this card from the graveyard. Specialize and accessorize. And look at how much text is all on these. That was the main issue with these specialized cards. Once you kind of get used to some of them, though, I guess it's not as bad, but it just feels like it took a really long time to get familiar with some of them. And trying to read those, like, during a draft was basically impossible. Another nice mythic there. You know, another mythic I haven't opened, never saw at the draft table. Okay, that's got to be the final Olundo this year. I'm calling it. Was the Champions of Tyre. Or Champions of Tyr. Never saw that card. That card was insane. I think I had an opponent that played that once against me. Maybe. The card was just bonkers for draft. Chaos Bala. Another nice mythic. I still have 56 packs. I'm still doing this one at a time. I'm enjoying this. Another Black Market Connections. I still like seeing all that. And I like seeing it go up one at a time and not just like 10 and just go crazy. That's got to be the final Baby Lasagna because I did draft one of them at one time. Ancient Brass Dragon, another mythic. Nice. I'm pretty sure I still need some Wrathful Red Dragons. That's got to be the final horn. I don't think I ever... Well, maybe we saw the horn at the draft table, but we weren't white. Yeah, overall, I enjoyed this. Maybe the background music kind of added to my enjoyment. I don't know. But, no, I had fun. Oh, that's got to be the final Tath's Fury. I guess I didn't like how kind of bad blue was. Oh, the Belt of Giant Strength. Yeah, that was an equipment from the original Adventures of the Forgotten Realm Commander decks. Like I said, there's a lot of weird choices that went into, like, especially the rare slots of these sets, and mythic rares. That was from the Adventures of the Forgotten Realm Commander, not the Baldur's Gate Commander. So like I said, lots of weird stuff in this set, especially in terms of drafting. But I enjoyed it overall. Fiend Lash, yep. Ooh, that's... I think that's my first. We fought against that card a few times. That card's also insane. Ancient Bronze Dragon. We had that in a couple of our decks. At least one of them, I remember. Having the black-red deck where we just splashed that with green. And we could pull that off because of all the treasure stuff that was in red and black. You Spoony Bod. Null Hunting Party was a pretty nice double team card. Another mythic rare wild card going up here. Ah, Lozhan. I liked the theme of that. We never really got to really pull this off with this card, but that's very good when it does happen and come together. Ragadragadaga. Yep, that's how we're pronouncing that. Well, let's keep going. Another Wilson. So many Wilson Bears. What are we at here? 227, yeah. That's 2 vault openings I'll have. Mira, the Wild Mage. Yeah, that was another like weird kind of card. It was more like designed for Commander. Another mythic wild card. Awesome. You know what else we've been missing in the uncommon slot? Haven't opened one yet. No, not Ragd Boo Boo. We gotta get the joke, but we haven't seen it yet. Earthquake Dragon, nice. It's a red card, and I like how we got 2 red cards there. But no, that's not it. I have an Axe to Grind. Oh, Lazelle's Acrobatics. I don't think we ever drafted that card either. The Harvester. Come on, I would be really sad if we don't open up one of this uncommon. Of course, we get a lot of uncommon wild cards by opening the packs as well. Raphael. Hearing more things on watch. Favorite enemy. Alrighty then. Uncommon wild card. Case in point. 27 packs left. Can we get the uncommon I am looking for? Ooh, another ancient copper dragon. Very nice. Afterwards, we're gonna go check out the collection, and there's Lulu. We've seen several of those. That's a nice rare to have in the draft. I think I only got that like once, maybe. It was earlier on. Another rare wild card. Never even complain about the wild cards. Terrible rare. I am semi-surprised I couldn't get more like play sets of some of the terrible with the amount of bad rares that were in this set for drafting. I'm surprised I wasn't able to pick up more of those during the drafting processes. That's got to be my 4th one of those. And you're confronted by robbers. No, I'm not confronted by robbers. You're confronted by Cadbury. What's a Cadbury? Alright, final 20 packs. Can we get the uncommon that... there's no, like, duplication protection on the uncommons, so the uncommons are always just completely... Didn't I just have, like, those exact 2, like, a pack or 2 ago? They're always, like, completely random as to what uncommons you end up getting. I've seen, like, 12 of these Jairas. When I did the pack opening for the Streets of New Capenna, there was still an uncommon after opening 100 packs, literally 100 packs. It's a Cadbury. There was still an uncommon that I had 0 copies of. It's kind of... There we go. There's another... I was wondering if another one would show up. We're going to take a look at my collection progress as far as the rare goes. I'm curious as to how close I am to getting all of the rares. I think if I would have, or could have, rare drafted some more, because I had a lot of drafts where I drafted like 0 to 2 rares. That's the 4th Wrathful Red Dragon. There we go. Still haven't seen the card. Still haven't seen the card. We've seen tons of these. Well, we will go and look at the card in the collection if we don't ever open one. Just very weird. Like, open 100 packs of Streets of New Capenna, and there was an uncommon that I thought that was it. And that's not it. And there was still an uncommon that I had 0 copies of. It kind of blew my mind. Another Prosper. Getting a lot of mythics out of these. Oh, a rebalance. That's got to be Monster Manual. I did the Monster Mash. Dragon Muralist. Very nice, though I have full sets of that. Oh, my Vault Progress. Another Will. Alright. Oh, a rebalance card. That is not the red one that I wanted. Lucamia. We're getting a ton of mythics here. What is that, like 3 or 4 mythics? 4 or 5 mythics, like almost all right in a row? We're not going to get the card, are we? Come on, we have to get the card. That's got to be the final signature spells. I'm sick of seeing that card. We drafted that once. It didn't work out very well. I think that is my first Vladimir and Godfrey. Maybe my second. We didn't get the card in 143 packs. That's insane. Where are we at with Wild? Wow. I can craft basically any deck I want. Don't send me like a list of like 100 mythics in a single. No, you know what I mean. And be like, oh, late night mega, you can't craft this. You can't craft this deck with all your mythic wild cards. Yeah, that's because you made not a real deck and just threw 100 mythics on a list. Okay. I want to look at the rares collected and not collected from Baldur's Gate. Yeah, that was my first Vladimir and Godfrey. Um, okay, Arena Dun froze there for a moment. I don't know what was going on there. That was my first Lazal. Gale's Redirection. Oh, we didn't get any Wand of Orcuses yet. Saw that card in the draft a few times, but just didn't grab it. It didn't feel good. Only got one of those. That card I probably would have liked to have more of. Did get 4 Wrathful Red Dragons, so happy about that. Was there any other regular... Oh, wow, we only got one of those? Okay. And maybe more of those would have been nice, too. But... yeah, we got all the Alundos, all the Mazzy Snazzies. Probably don't need a deck with 4 of these. Did get 4 Basilisk Collars, very nice. Got a good portion of the rares out of this set. Oh, still only got 3 of the Evoke. I guess we never drafted them. Let's take a look at how we did on Mythics. Yep, never saw a single copy of this. Did get Chaos Valor. Got 3 of those. Yep, I've got 4 Ancient Bronze Dragons. Oh, I'm surprised I only got 3 of those. Okay. Yeah, 4 of those. Didn't see any of the Gale either. Huh. We got a couple of the... yeah, this was another, like, party-themed card. Minskin Boo, this card was basically another one of those unbeatable mythics. Basically unbeatable mythics. Didn't get any Tashas either. Huh. Okay. Got some of the... kind of wish I would have just mythic drafted some of these a bit more just to get them into the collection. Then maybe the ones we opened here could have been something else. But yeah. Oh, I'm still satisfied with how everything turned out here. 261.1% vault progress. That's insane. Oh, the card. The red card. The uncommon. How many copies of it do I have, by the way? I still don't have a full set of 143 packs. Did not get a full set of those. It's Craving of Yeehaw! Just another really weird looking card, but it was pretty good. I actually saw this card go around somewhat late in a lot of drafts. Actually, I want to see. Let's take a look at all the commons and uncommons. I only got 2 portable pools. I thought we opened a ton of these. Felt like I saw a ton of them. Same with the goggles. Only 3 Scouting Hawks. 3 of those. A lot of these uncommons, like, I just wasn't drafting either during the drafts. Trying to avoid blue as much as possible. Drider, okay. Only 3 black dragons. Didn't see those a ton during the drafts either. And sometimes when we did, there was just something better to pick. Only 1 of the green Jade Orbs? Wow. Thought I would have had more than that, too. I guess that's why we get so many uncommon wild cards. Okay, so not a full set of all uncommon. There should be a full set of all these. Yup. Yup. Yup, I think. Yup. I'm scanning very carefully. Okay, yep. We got all the commons at least. Really surprised I didn't get all the uncommons. Alright. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this pack opening, the trip down memory lane. And for now, I'll take my leave.